It's nice to be back in a game that respects me. Oh, wait, does it? Well, it does when I'm just walking around anyway. Celeste. Like, I love Celeste, but that farewell chapter is just, I don't know, I guess because the main game has this nice balance of the brutal difficulty, but then also lots of story and emotion, whereas that farewell is just like, it's like a ROM hack. It's just like, hey, here's just like screen after screen after screen after screen of like ball busting shit and like no story at all, except right at the very beginning. You know, if I could get, or if I did get a better controller, if I were to get one, I might go and do like other stuff in Celeste in the main game, like get some berries or get some hearts, because like the main game is a piece of freaking cake compared to that farewell chapter. Oh my god, dude. Squiddy's in place. Squiddy's in place. You are unable to see my visage. Yes, so I did a practice of my set that's like 30 minutes or so. Did I do the whole thing though? I think I might have. Yeah. I guess. Pretty sure. Maybe. Most of it, if not. And my voice got killed later than usual, so I guess that's good progress. I don't know. You know, it's been my goal to get the squirrel's tails, but the squirrel's tail market is being, you know, up and down constantly again, so like it's just not going to happen, and I've got some expenses that I purposely spent in order to fix things, and I'm actually going to have to spend more in the future, near future too, but like I'm just trying to take the sizzling heat off the heat. Oh, yeah. You can cook food with it, and you can be a caveman with it, and you can be a cave dog with it, because like dogs probably have entered a cave at some point in their lives in the history of them. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they're so cute, except for they're mean and vicious. Always pet the dogs, oh yes, son. Always pet the dogs. Except in a very rare circumstance where they don't want you to and bite your hand off, I guess. Actually, never mind. Cut all that out because I just remembered a thing. Anyways, pet the puppy or pet the dog, usually. It's like, It's like, I have also been working on some, you know, heavy guitar-based songs that say things that are important to me. But, you know, they're not all... They're not all ready yet. One of them's like, ugh. It's like in that phase when it's like, ugh, when like I know how it should sound, but it doesn't really sound how it should sound, and I'm just trying a bunch of stuff and nothing sounds right. It's that phrase of creation that goes like that. The other day I was going to go de-oopify the RTF to plain text converter in Angel Loader just for fun, because what you got to do is listen to ASMR and then program. You often get nothing useful done, but you get something done, and you can make git commits and feel like a hit, get commits and get a hit. It's better than some sort of substance, or is it? Oh, everything can be an addiction, I suppose, but on the other hand, maybe we should stop pathologizing literally frickin' everything, because it does get rather silly, and then sometimes it gets very serious as well, to the point where the opposite thing happens that people claim happens, and then they just lie some more because they just can't help themselves, can they? Fortunately, I'm completely secure in what I say, but this mouse is not so secure on its Oh. Up. No. That's what you say to a kid. You constantly go, up. Maybe you don't sneeze, but you go, up, nope, up, nope. And then they make fun of you and mock you when they grow up. Or even, not even when they grow up, they might start to mock you right away. Who knows? Just like they might start to do other things right away, too. It's funny, my mood, and therefore my depressing nature, depends entirely on whether I feel pain or discomfort or ineptitude in my body. By ineptitude, by which I mean like not able to do a thing today. So whenever that happens, I go, despair, creeping up on me. Not so much creeping as like bitch smacking me in the face, as I am a bitch to it, apparently. And rather than pet me, he slaps me. The despair. It. But as you can see, I'm talking about dogs again. That's the joke. Not so much a fin, because maybe these all aren't really podcasts. Well, I mean, it's me blabbing. No, a proper podcast needs to have guests, possibly controversial guests. Like, oh, and today we have Hitler. So, Hitler, tell me about your opinions on dogs. And he'd be like, well, the dogs are very good. You should pet the dogs. And then this is more like Dr. Strange loves in the Hitler. What do you know? Dogs actually, of course, as everyone knows, do not exist. Why? Simple, because Hitler owned a dog, and so dogs remind me of Hitler, so I don't believe in dogs. Crabs are in a bucket. Eat them today. But only if they give you permission, because it's a rather intimate act. And one which I have wished to perform on a willing human for at least the portion of the time I have wanted to that were permitted in a polite society to talk about. At least. One day when I'm 90 or 103 or... Anyway, controversial guests as a podcast host. Yeah, I mean, they have to be controversial, otherwise no one's going to listen, right? It's a competitive market, right? You got to have clickbait, you got to have, like, Hitler and all kinds of, I don't know, flat earth people and people who think the earth is actually triangular and maybe even both of them and have them fight it out and... Oh, yeah, I mean, you just got to do what you got to do these days, bro. You got a guy who every word he says is bro. Oh, that's really controversial because, like, you might start wondering if he's able to say something like Hasbro or Bropsophomy. A Bropsophomy is someone wearing socks who goes to a dance and doesn't enjoy it, but goes anyway because of some strange sense of obligation to make their mom happy, that they are following in the family business of pretending to enjoy dancing. Wait. Freedom from something. Oh, the amount of things I used to do because I just thought that I should. Because, like, I don't know. When I was young, my mom would always tell me I should do things. You should go outside. You should get exercise. So I, like, weirdly wanted to, like, be the guy who did the things that I should do so I could feel respected. Like, I don't know. It's like I weirdly took on my mom's or anybody's admonitions, even though I didn't want to. Like, I'll be like, oh, I guess I'll join a sports team because someone told me I should get exercise and this is and like I didn't fucking care, like, at all, but I just did anyway because I was weird. And I mean, I'm still weird, I would hope. There's these people talking about normal people. Who the hell wants to be normal except in situations where it's socially convenient? But apart from that, oh my God, it's just reminding me of this person that I read on a very smart website who was just like on a place which you would think would be non-judgmental. They're being extremely judgmental, apparently completely oblivious. But anyways, I'm judgmental, but that's fair. But all I wanted was to take a seat without smacking you face in the head. Slowly but surely, more people than just 10 people are starting to watch these videos and these other videos. Ah, yes. Surely this is the voice of cod. Because there's probably cod in here, fish. I don't know. Maybe it's devoid of fish. Maybe this water is pure poison. It's got moon dust in it. Hello there, Mickey Mouse. I'm going to climb on top of you now. You dig? I mean, you down? Sorry, that's one of those could sound like it means something very different than the other. Okay, so oh my God, this water, it's just horrid. I'm guessing you want to go over this. So yeah, riding the boat. I'm finally riding the boat, you guys. Look at that frosting sugar on there. That is moon dust. Oh my God, it's seeped and leached into the water. Leachates and bleachates and seepates and borax brand name, which is actually just borax, the chemical name. And oh, that's a thing. Hey, bloody trees, they're filled with blood, or at least stamped with something red that makes blood come to mind, therefore it makes it manifest itself in a real world. That is to say, if you are... Who is that character that everything they think of something appears in the real world and it's hellish? I'm sure there was a character like that. Oh, could it be a villain or a tragic hero? No, I'm sure there was some movie where someone's like, oh yeah, no, it was Ghostbusters. So they're like, don't think of the marshmallow guy. That's right. I got a weird feeling that this is not going to actually do the thing. Well, I don't know. Hey guys. Well, that's never happened before. Little indecisive on which way you want to go there, Green Tinkerbell. Also, there was some movie or TV show that I saw in the 90s, I guess, where they're going through this, like, virtual reality thing or whatever, like a virtual world, and it's a jungle, and it's like a world that always puts things in there that are what you fear, but it's like only, like, I don't know, they're just running through a jungle, and this one guy's afraid, and then there's this giant scorpion monster that appears, but only for him. Like, it's not really there, but he just sees it because he's scared of it or something. And everyone's like, no, don't look at it and stop being afraid, you doofus. But he doesn't, and then he dies. Ah, there's no way I'll be able to find that. And what's that stupid one with the plank where she kicks it off? Oh, my fucking God. Like, seriously. I swear to God, like, I don't know what that friggin' show is. But was there a yellow line there? That island. That looks like something. It looks like something. Would you agree? Remember when you're making polls not to put questions that would clearly tilt people one way or the other, like, is NVIDIA good? Yes, they're awesome and useful, and they give me tons of blowjobs, or like, no, I'm a complete infidel who needs to go to jail and be punched in the face. Well, not necessarily in that order. You could have them in any order you want. That's a free country. Although, one of those things might cause it not to be for you because, like, you know, punishment. It doesn't really work, like, literally at all ever, but we're going to do it because we don't ever like to change because politics or something, who knows. Also, how would we get cheap sofas then? You know, the Wii could look pretty good with the graphics in some cases, like the Mario Galaxy games and, Metroid Prime 3, or Metriod Prime, as I like to say, for no explicable reason and possibly very annoyingly. Why is this here? Like, it's so dumb. You could easily just go there without fucking around with this slow-as-hell thing. But no, it's like, hello, look at it's purple. That means you get fucked. And not in the fun way. I just curb your amount of times that you say that. Kick him to the curb, okay? Say it sometimes, but not forever times. Because otherwise, your sex will be withheld. And that's not true. Nobody does that. Not these days, anyway. These old people go like, oh, boy, I still have to say I hate what I like. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. It's really serious business. Don't you understand this? Like, literally, if someone's like, hey, you want to fuck like 2 times a day? I'd be like, okay. Like, kind of not even joking. I laughed there, but that doesn't necessarily signify that I'm joking. I could just be laughing for mirth and worth and earth and girth. Let's celebrate it by upping yours with your pledge. Celebrate your girth, come on. You've had girth since birth, come on. You should love yourself, come on. Take Battle Line off the shelf, come on. Dust her off and snuggle her if she wants to. But if she wants to be cutely grumpy, you should let her, 'cause it's cute. I love you, cha-cha-cha. On the other hand, you know, cute, if someone says someone is cute to me, that's always sounded a bit annoyingly platonic. Like, if someone's just like, hello there, I wish to date you, and you're like, awesome. They're like, because you're cute. I'm like, could it be because I'm hot instead? Because if I'm cute, then not passionate enough, madame. Not passionate enough, no. You must be exceptionally passionate. We must lose our entire heads with each other because we've given each other our heads. You know, we've given head to each other, you know. No, you must say instead, you are the hottest gentleman I have ever seen. I want to be on the ladylike with you immediately. And I go, oui, immediately. Then we enjoy the nipples in the most exciting fashion. Chefs are French, right? I forgot the stereotypical language for chefs, but yes, it is indeed French good, so that kiss made total sense. You don't want any nonsensical kisses, like you're not allowed to kiss on a train in Iowa for more than 5 minutes, or drink milk on a train in Iowa for more than 5 minutes. You're going to look up like silly laws that no one pays attention to or something like that. There's all kinds of like weird laws that are technically on the books that like are completely silly and make no sense, and you go, oh yeah, yeah, you better watch your milk drinking there, because it's like way more work to like remove one from the book than to just leave it there and ignore it, because obviously puffballs or puff triangles, puff dildo, whatever your rhymes are, your beats are like, whoa, it's the boat one. These are, I don't know what. TMOE, killing all fake G's. So yes, all I have to do is like somehow stop my emotions from exploding into a weird maelstrom every time I'm with someone, and I can be with everyone in the world. That wasn't creepy, was it? It was unlimitedly passionate, madame. Why are some of these posts like 10 million miles away from the things they're about? Right? Like, there's this frickin' swamp here with no post in sight. Oh, it must be the one up here, actually. I forgot it existed. Madame, I would never forget you exist. Probably hardly ever, maybe once, twice a decade. You know I'm pretty good. Wasn't quite the accent, bro, but like, yeah, that boat, what? Oh, that reminded me of the top of the mountain. The crazy go bananas thing that you can't even figure out no matter what. No matter what, I love your baby. Because when I was a kid and I was learning like French in school, I would sometimes get mixed up and like, because sometimes French words are just the English words but like slightly differently pronounced or something. So I ended up thinking that that was the case more than it was, and so I didn't know that English didn't have accents, so I thought like maybe the French word for baby bébé was like the same in English because it sort of sounded the same. So I'm like, wrote that down, and someone's like, bébé, you wrote the French bébé. I'm like, it's a rice cake. No, wait, no, there's no rice cakes. Wait, what am I? Is this La Montagne La Fleur? Possibly. Look at this stupid. Oh. Have a look at it, won't you? Have a shufty at this. This is not a very useful podcast. I guess I'm not talking about much. Perhaps I should remedy that with the remedy. But one day I'll be able to say everything controversial. It's so funny that that one thing I was most scared of saying, I can say without fear now, at least in a coded form, which one of these days I'll be able to uncode it because people will get their heads out of their asses. Now, that always happens eventually. You see, people always get their heads out of their asses eventually. It's just a matter of how many decades they spend being like really annoying and shitting on people who don't deserve it whatsoever before doing so. Are you up the mountain, or are you just nothing? I'll be going up top the mountain when I come. This. But like, I don't want to go see if I can find those other movies because they might be guys I don't like and don't agree with, and then I'll freak out like an animal. Everybody knows today. Fred Durst doesn't actually sing that much on key on that one album. And also, those old nu metal albums I used to listen to, the thing about them that's like the worst is actually just the production. It's like the mastering is slammed to the fucking wall like Death Magnetic. Not quite as bad as Death Magnetic, but close. And that's why they always sounded like, do I like this or don't I? I think maybe I do, but it also sounds terrible. That's why it was, you see. And, look at that guy. He's a librarian. He's arguing with a woman about, like, hexagons. Are they hexagons or pentagons? God damn it. And there's a politician who's just standing up and going, oh, I'm doing nothing. I'm just talking. And then, oh, no change happens because, oh. But I guess that's just the way of the world. If you say it's up to me to make the call, well, I would say sunshine and happiness for all. Okay, but like, this is stupid because are you trying to... This, like, yeah, this doesn't really teach you anything, does it? I don't know. This is like really dumb, and who cares? Like literally who cares? Look at that flower. It makes no sense. Probably plastic. Melting sun, dying moon falls upon dying world of radiation, victims of mad frustration. Evil Satans remain in hell, then they cutely go to hell and the well to get a drink of water, because even demons need a drink of water. You know, incubuses and succubuses, they're like super cute and should not be feared because they're there to give you a good time if you would like them to. I guess this is my opinion anyway. It's my very considered opinion. I have done some scientific research consisting of thinking about hentai a bit and then coming. Possibly to a conclusion, but not a guarantee on that. But anyways, yes, that old nu metal, when I listened to it, I was like, I didn't really know there was anything else, and I was being super trendy and like blah, blah, blah. And then like I found heavy metal. I'm like, this nu metal sucks and it's terrible and it's not worthy to exist as music. Pfft, why, it's not even music at all. And then nowadays I'm just like, dude, Sticky the Stick Insect got stuck on a sticky bun. And nowadays I'm just like, it's music. It's cool. Like, dude, I don't even feel strongly about it. I'm just like, it's a style. It's a genre. It's valid and legitimate. And, you know, these bands got their fan base and are popular. So that's super great. And I'm going the long way. And yeah, because I'm an adult now. I'm an adult now. Is that an pro song or what? I don't know. Let's just say that it is. And as an adult, I'm tedious and sometimes less emotional. But not all the time. I can behave like a kid. Probably. I mean, I could. Now, would I want to? I don't know. Remote control cars sound great. Oh, man, this is such a great concept. I'm actually going to cut it right out because I don't want to tell people that. That's a great concept. Copyright me. And I'll put it in a short film that I'll never make because, world, can you just kill me now so that I don't have to have the disappointment of doing nothing with my life? Thanks.